Thanks for joining us back. We've talked about what coaching is, we've talked about values, and we've talked about goals. Now we're going to talk about this last part of the process, and that's figuring up your task. Now, goals can be overwhelming, and I understand that. I've been there and I've felt those feelings as well. But I can tell you this, tasks are what help define us, and they are what helps us fulfill our goals, which ultimately fulfill our values. When that's done, we live as fulfilled believers, men, women, mothers, fathers. We're fulfilled. And I know that that's what you're looking for because that's what you're joining us for today. So let's talk a little bit about tasks. A task is just simply stated as something you do throughout your day to accomplish your overall goal. Now, a task has got to be simple and it's got to be realistic. In fact, you can apply that SMART principle that we used for goals. You can apply that same principle to tasks. Now, let's think about some easy tasks. Let's say your spiritual category, value, you put that one of your goals was to read through the New Testament. A great task would be something like read my Bible, one chapter a day. Spend 10 minutes a day reading. Spend 10 minutes before breakfast reading my Bible. Spend the week and read 3 chapters. Whatever works for you. Don't measure your task or goals based off other people. Measure them based off what you can do. Set some simple tasks throughout your day that you can do to fulfill that goal. Don't be overwhelmed by the value and don't be just overwhelmed by the goal. Focus on your day-to-day task because at the end of the day, you will guaranteed feel fulfilled. In fact, that column that says task, it's the PDF that I made available, but it's also maybe the spreadsheet you made for yourself. In one column, it's values. Right next to it is the goals to fulfill each of those values, and right next to that is the tasks that fulfill those goals. So take some time, maybe at the end of this video, and write down some great tasks in order to fulfill those goals. Now, there's a little thing I want to kind of end this session with, and that's learning how to say no. We all get asked to do stuff. We all get asked to help people out, to add things to our plate. But we're looking to learn how to fill a life full of fulfilling things. And to do so, we've got to live up to our values. The world is trying to rob us of those values. Everything's trying to rob you of time with your family, your spouse possibly, and especially your relationship with God. You have got to learn the art of saying no. I'm asked to do things all the time, but I've also learned the hard way that if I say yes to everything, it's going to wear me out, stretch me thin. I'm not going to live up to my values, and I'm going to feel unfulfilled, and I'm going to feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and I'm going to feel possibly even depressed. So in simple ways, learn to say no. Learn to say no, I can't do that right now. Learn to say no, that's gonna rob me of another value that's important to me. Learn to say no. I promise you this, as someone that has walked through these steps, learning how to live out your fulfillment and your values will make you feel more complete than you could ever imagine. The ball's in your court. This is a great place to start, but it's not everything. I encourage you maybe to find a good coach. If you're interested in setting up an appointment with me, I'm available, but there's also great Christian coaches all around this country that would love to help you walk through some of these steps, some of these processes to help you balance out your life, to help you find the fulfillment that God created you to have. Thanks for joining us as we talk about coaching for fulfillment.